Oh my god, guys. It's all coming to a head. It's all coming to a head for Samurai Jack. Oh man. This new episode was a bit of a doozy. It was a bit of a doozy. So basically, I don't even know where to begin with this one. Um all I know is tears will in fact be shed. Next week is the final episode of Samurai Jack. And I felt like I might cry with this episode. I almost cried with this episode because what the fuck? What the fuck? I mean, on the one hand, it's very, very funny. It's got one of the funniest moments I've ever seen in Samurai Jack. But on the other hand, it has crippling depression. And it's like, what the fuck? Okay, I don't know what to really make of this episode. I mean, I loved it. I fucking loved it, but like, oh my god, dude. Oh, okay. So we pick up immediately last episode. Like they're making out. Like it picks up right where they're still making out, and all that stuff like that. And it starts off with being kind of cute and yet awkward, kind of like the way it is. Like they're still kind of cute yet awkward together. I said last week I don't care about the romance really. I mean, I like it. I'm fine with it. I don't care. When I say I don't care about it, I mean I can live without the romance. But for what for if they have a romance, so I'm perfectly fine with it. I know a lot of fans were like losing their shit last week when there was a romance established, saying, "Oh my god, it's so sexist." When it's like, how? I'm like, how the fuck is it sexist? Like because Ashley's a love interest, like being a love interest doesn't automatically make it a sexist thing, all right? Like a woman can fall in love, it's fine. That's life. Like it's just it's a ridiculous thing. I guess people are sick of seeing women be love interests, but falling in love makes for good stories, and a character can still be a very strong character even if she falls in love. Like every mother ever written, hello. Okay, I'm sure not every mother. I'm sure there's some shitty mothers out there, but you get what I'm saying. The point is, it's ridiculous. So basically, for the first few minutes, they're kind of still trying to figure out what to do. And then Jack gets like a vision from his past self. And by the past self, I mean the version with the beard and the hair down his shoulders and the armor and stuff like that. Like telling him to be careful. And I'm like, ooh boy, uh-oh. And you kind of immediately figure out what he's planning to do. And basically, so he and Ashley have a night together. And by that I mean they don't have sex, they don't do anything like that. It's still, they're still for the most part pretty platonic at this moment, aside from the kiss. Though there is a bit of a shower scene with Jack. Jack has a bit of a shower scene. Ashley doesn't join him. Nothing sexual happens in this episode. All right, I'm getting that out of the way now. Nothing sexual happens. All right, nothing like that whatsoever. So when I say shower scene, I don't want people getting their hopes up, but no. Basically, it's one of those scenes where Ashley sees Jack kind of naked there, and she kind of blushes and then runs off before Jack notices her. It's that kind of thing. Then we get a very nice scene where they're having a bit of a bonfire, and Jack kind of reminisces of the past, and we get to see Jack as a kid again. And he leaves a really good line, in one of my opinion, probably one of the best lines in the series, where he's like, "No, it's cool." It's like Ashley makes him remember, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you remember." And he's like, "No, I like to remember. It's the only way I see things like that anymore before Aku." And it's like, ooh, that's really deep. So yeah, it was a very good line, and it's a really sweet and very cute moment between the two. Like I said, I am fine with the romance. I think they're cute together. They work very well off each other. And they were there for each other, in their weakest moments. Like, Ashley was meant to be just a slave, meant for killing and all that good stuff, and Jack was in this very severely suicidal, depressed state, and the two of them did help each other find each other again. They found, like, Ashley found who she was, Jack found himself again. They pushed each other to better themselves, and I like that. That's kind of what a romance is, and it works very well. It's like, it still pisses me off when people say stuff like, Ashley can't have a romance. Like, it's only like, she's been so underdeveloped. I'm like, so when Pixar does a love story in 4 minutes, it's perfectly amazing, but when Samurai Jack does a love story for 8 episodes, it's underdeveloped? I'm sorry, what? It makes no sense to me. Okay, so from this point on, I have to spoil the episode, so this is your warning to leave the video. But after this, it's like, what the fuck? Shit just gets crazy. Okay, so from here on out, spoilers. Scaramouche, however you say him, gets to Aku and straight up just tells Aku that his sword is missing. Alright, I think we all saw this coming, everything like that, and oh god, it's so funny. It's funny to me. So yeah, Scaramouche tells Aku straight up, the sword's missing, and Aku gives him his body back, and they have a little dance. They actually do this fucking funny ass dance together, and it's like, oh my god, it was perfect. It was absolutely wonderful. It was probably one of the best scenes I've ever seen in any Samurai Jack episode. Watching Aku do the boogie and stuff like that, just shaking his ass and all that kind of stuff. He wasn't twerking. He wasn't twerking or nothing. Nobody was twerking, at least as far as I noticed. They were just kind of doing a nice little dance and stuff. It was very funny. So Jack, the next morning, Jack just leaves Ashi, like not breaks up with her, but kind of ditches her, in a way, and basically, he journeys ahead, and he finds a lot of people already predicted this, but he goes to the place where the Guardian was. For those who don't remember, there was an episode, like, I don't remember when exactly. I think it was either season 2 or season 3, where Jack found a time portal, and it was being protected by this guy known only as the Guardian. And the Guardian basically was protecting the time portal for the most part. And I think it's like for the most of the entire episode, Jack and the Guardian are having a big fight, and if Jack wins, he can go through the portal, and the Guardian has to die, I guess. And the Guardian beats him. The Guardian actually defeated Jack, however, like this extra dimension, I don't know what it was. I think it was like an angel or something. Something told the Guardian to not kill Jack. So the Guardian sends Jack away on this magic horse or whatever it is. I can't remember exactly. And Jack never sees the Guardian of the portal again. But the Guardian pretty much foretells that Jack will indeed succeed in the future, which I'm sure he will. But basically, yeah, we go back to that place, and the Guardian's dead. We don't see a body, but we do see his glasses that are shattered. And the time portal has been destroyed, which means Aku has come in, successfully destroyed the time portal and killed the Guardian while at the same time doing it. And around this point, Ashley catches up on Jack, and they share a very cute and tender moment together, where Jack kind of explains that he's really afraid for her. He's afraid he doesn't want to get hurt again. And Ashi comforts him. Ashi's like, we're going to do this together, with you and me. And that's the way it is. And it's very, very cute. I thought it was like, aw. I'm like, I couldn't help but go, aw. And then Aku shows up. This is the moment. Yep, Aku finally shows his face after all this time. I love how, like, they're gloating over the fact that, like, Jack lost his sword, and Scaramouche with his new body is, like, gloating too. But then Jack just whips out, and Aku's like, just gives him this dead-ass look, like, you motherfucker, and just kills him, and it's instantly, like, it just stares at him and blows him up, and it's the funniest fucking thing ever. It's like, what did you expect to happen? Oh, it was really funny though. And Jack's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. But then we get a confirmation from something I said at the very beginning. Now, I wasn't too sure about it when I said it. Like, this was back in the first episode. So back in the first vlog I made, this was back when the season first started. I was led to believe that Aku had sex with some woman, and that's where the daughters came from, where Ashi came from. And, but at the same time, I wasn't too sure, like, maybe there was just a guy or something like that. Maybe these are just normal people. But no, it turns out I was half right. Aku didn't have sex with anybody, but he gave the girl her essence, in a sense, and that's how she got pregnant with Ashi and them. So basically, I'm kind of half right. Like, he didn't have sex, but she did get pregnant from Aku, technically, so in a way, yes, Ashi is technically Aku's daughter. And Ashi, and now Aku has control over Ashi, because there is still a bit of Aku inside of her, like inside of Ashi. So now Jack has to fight Ashi, and they're fighting each other, even though Ashi doesn't want to. And then eventually it ends with Aku, like, consuming her and turning her into this really fucking rad, super, like, Aku-looking daughter. Like, she really looks like a daughter of Aku now. She has the flaming eyes and everything, the antlers. And it looks awesome. And a fire sword. It's like, oh my god, this is going to be fucking awesome. And they fight for a little bit, briefly, and Jack surrenders. Jack surrenders because he can't bring himself to kill Ashi. And Aku doesn't kill Jack. Like, you figured that Aku would totally kill Jack, but he decides not to. Instead, he grabs the sword and just... Well, that's about it, really. That's how the episode ended. It ends with him taking the sword, claiming victory, while Jack just sits there in defeat. It's like, and that's how it ends. And it's like, no! Fuck you! I have to see how it ends! I can't wait till next week for the fucking finale. Oh, I'm like, no. Like I said, I really do like like I said, I could live without the romance, but they have developed a friendship regardless whether there's a romance there or not. But they definitely developed a bond. And plus, you kind of see where Jack's coming from. He's lost friends, he's lost family, he's lost everything to Aku. The only thing he has left are, in his words, memories. That's all he has left. He doesn't want to lose anything else, so it makes perfect sense for him not to lose Ashi. Regardless of the romance or not, regardless if you're a fan of it or not, you still see where Jack's coming from. He doesn't want to lose anyone else. He doesn't want to hurt anyone else. He doesn't want to hurt any innocent people whatsoever. So even if there was a romance or not, you still would be like, Jack can't do this. Jack can't fucking do this. And like, you know he has to. I see it next week. Ashi probably will die. I mean, I don't want it to happen. I don't want that to happen, but god damn it, will that happen? It's gonna fucking happen. I'm gonna be broken. My heart's gonna break, and I'm going to be sad. I'm gonna be sad all next week. When 1 week from now, I'm going to be trapped in my room in an eternal depression because of what this fucking shit happened. Of this fucking shit. It's gonna suck. It's like, ooh, I don't want to be sad, but damn it. I gotta see the ending. I have to see the ending of Samurai Jack. This is a show I followed for years. I waited years for this show to fucking end. And goddamn it ends next week. Next week is the final fucking episode, guys. It's the end. The end of Samurai Jack. This last 10 weeks, guys. Well, last 10 weeks. Yeah, technically 10 because of that shit Adult Swim pulled on April Fool's Day. Yeah. It's been crazy. These couple weeks have been crazy for Samurai Jack. Oh my god. So we should do a recap. Basically, Jack went through a severe depression. Aku went through a severe depression. Though it was played more for laughs than serious. Jack met Ashi, killed her sisters, saved her, I suppose. Then they fell in love, and the Scotsman died. Everybody fell in love with Scaramouche. I heard everybody loves Scaramouche, especially the penis joke. Now, here we are, with Jack surrendering to Aku because he can't bring himself to kill the woman he's fallen in love with. And it all ends in 7 days. Fuck me. Oh my god, in 7 days it ends. A big old book of my childhood. Close. It will finally close, and there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, on the one hand, I'm happy it's finally going to close and end, but on the other hand, I'm upset. I'm sad, guys. I'm sad, and I know I'm not the only one. So, there really isn't much else to say about this one, except, my god, is it a fucking tearjerker, a heartbreaker, and it's pretty much a fantastic penultimate episode to probably one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. Like I've gone on before about how much I love this show, how much Samurai Jack is just a fantastic show in general, how it was so well directed, so well made. Beautiful animation, an unforgettable hero, an unforgettable villain, just a fantastic story altogether. And it's finally going to come to a close next week. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, guys, I'm sorry. So I'm just going to end it here. And I guess I'll see you next week for the final episode. No. No. No.